Obama. Yeah.
Understand, it's not necessary for people to believe this information in order to weaken democratic institutions. You just have to flood a country's public square with enough raw sewage.
That's what they've done.
It's unbelievable.
You just have to raise enough questions, spread enough dirt, plant enough conspiracy theorizing.
Call your opposition Nazis.
That citizens no longer know what to believe.
Say 2 men can have a baby.
Once they lose trust in their leaders, in mainstream media, in political institutions,
down George
in
Washington's
each
statues.
other, in the possibility of truth, the game's won.
That's a very important clip. You responded to it. It went super viral, General.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at almost 9,000, comments. I mean, over 3 million retweets on this thing. And the reason is, I don't want people to go to that because when you...
We retweeted it at Real Alex Jones. Everybody retweet it right now.
When you listen to him, and he came out and said this the other day, to me, there's a scent of fear in his voice. It's whenever you see Barack Obama come out and start talking like he's talking, it means that they're sort of bringing out their big guns.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be out in the open.
And the comments that he made, they're so horrible. They're just horrible comments. And for the most part, the people that I'm listening, I pay very close.
He's calling the American people sewage.
He's saying we are the raw sewage of disinformation. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But when they bring him out like this, and he talks the way he talks, that means that there's fear in their ranks. And this is what I sense right now. And that's why we've got to really, really start pushing the truth in every single aspect that we can, whether it's local action or whether it's on national, international shows like your great InfoWars.
Exactly. Everybody's got to retweet it from Real Alex Jones or from General Flynn's X account as well. Let's make it go viral again. Alfie, I got to get you back for a full hour. You give us a snapshot with your great grocery stores and farming. What's really happening?
Well, we're in Freedom Town, USA, down in Naples, so we're everything is perfect there right now. But on the farm end, we're watching this globalism, through the arms of BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street. They've been making all the farm input costs go up. Year after year. They're really trying to squeeze the farmers out of business here, and we know that that's their play. They've done it, throughout history. Whenever you try to control a country, control a population, you do it through food, and we're seeing food inflation like we've never seen before. We did have some supply chain issues. Now they've kind of straightened out, but I think we're headed right back into there again. The government has a lot of these farmers that they've just about bankrupted and then put on government. There's a lot of farm programs out there which I don't particularly agree with because it's like farm welfare.
Make you use glyphosate.
But the government's feeding these farmers. Well, what happens when they pull it off? Then the guys can't make a living, right?
You're also talking about all the additives, this stuff that Gates owns, the company they spray stuff.
So there's the Appeal product, right? It's 99.4% other ingredients, and then it's 0.6 of a point of citric acid. So they've labeled it as organic because the only thing that they know is the little piece of citric acid that's in there. I'm very skeptical of what the other 99.4% is.
One of the things we talked about flying in was grass-fed beef.
Yeah,
because that blew me away.
Okay, so there's another thing that the Biden administration did right as soon as he took office in January, right away, is the FDA, and the FDA has made so many bad decisions that are based on the globalist agenda, but the FDA made it where, or the USDA, maybe in concert with them, made it where grass-fed beef used to be where it had to be really grass-fed beef. The new rule is that any beef can be grass-fed beef because all cows eat grass, so you can still get an mRNA vaccinated cow that eats.
And they also feed a lot of them offal that's ground up animals. They're not supposed to be eating that.
And it can be labeled grass-fed beef. So
they mislabeled the meat.
They mislabeled the meat to confuse the consumer. They want to confuse the housewife that's going in there and thinking she's doing a good thing for her family by buying grass-fed meat. So there's a new term out that's called grass-finished. And that's really what you have to look for if you want to, because it is a huge difference in the health benefits from it.
Well, that's like the lawsuit 20 years ago to make milk not say we don't use growth hormone.
So why is it they continually try to silence people like myself, Alex Jones, and even Donald Trump for that matter? Because we're telling you the truth. They don't want you to know. I expect you to be smart enough, based on your own thoughts, opinions, and research, to make up your own damn mind. Obviously, others don't. They want to dictate it to you. And if that isn't obvious by now,